Civil activists and media personnel believe that extensive investigations into the assault of journalist Keith Noya would expose the details on other attacks on media, including the assassination of the late Lasantha Wickrematunge. The 5 army officers who were arrested over the abduction and assault on Keith Noya were placed in remand custody until the 3rd of March. Now, yesterday, the Sri Lanka Army announced that the soldiers had been interdicted.
On the 22nd of May 2008, journalist Keith Noya, attached to the Nation newspaper, was abducted by an armed group and was later released after being assaulted. A major and 4 army personnel who were serving in a military intelligence unit out of Maradana during that time period were arrested. Presenting facts before the Mount Lavinia Magistrates Court, police said it investigated many telephone conversations in relation to the incident. Statements obtained from over 20 witnesses have also been submitted to court. The Criminal Investigations Department informed court that before the abduction of Keith Noya, the suspects were seen at the University of Colombo, a florist in Boralla, and a supermarket complex in Vellavatta. Detectives pointed out that those were locations visited by Keith Noya before his abduction. After being abducted from close to his residence, Keith Noya had been taken to Dompe. Investigations centering the evidence provided by Keith Noya had revealed that he was being held at a house obtained under the name of an individual who served under the soldiers who were arrested. Investigations have also revealed that during the abduction period, the officer currently in remand custody had made telephone calls to the senior-most ranks of the military intelligence unit, and those phone calls had pinched off the communication towers at the locations where Keith Noya was taken to and held against his will. The 5 soldiers were arrested and thereafter placed in remand custody on the charges of abduction, causing serious and minor injuries with the use of a weapon, unlawful detention, and inflicting cruel punishments.
It was Gotabaya Rajapaksa who formed operational gangs out of the intelligence units in Colombo and had them engage in acts beyond the provisions of military ops. He held separate meetings with them. We never called in such units for the security of Colombo. There is a retired officer called Kapila Hendri Vitarana. Their gangs were formed with such persons. They were operating externally from the army and engaged in the white van culture, abductions, killing of journalists and other acts.
Activists reasoned that legal action must be taken, disregarding positions and status, in a bid to curtail such illegal acts, no matter the circumstance.
This is not an accident. We see some kind of regular pattern of state-sponsored death squads with military background attacking, disappearing, killing journalists. And just 2 days before Lasantha Wickrematunge was killed, Sirasa was attacked with military precision, wearing black, using grenades. And none of these killings, abductions and disappearance has been investigated to a completion. This is the test for the government, how far, how speedy they are going, and without looking at who is behind this, someone must be real big behind these issues, the incidents, and bring the perpetrator to justice.
We believe that the abduction of Keith Noya is one that was done through the intervention of the state in a very organized manner. If these investigations continue, the truth behind the assault on Upali Tennakon and the assassination of Lasantha Wickrematunge could be exposed.
The Free Media Movement says that there are facts to believe that the military officer in remand custody of the abduction of Keith Noya is also involved in the assassination of the late Lasantha Wickrematunge and the assault of Upali Tennakon. Issuing a statement, the movement has requested that just and immediate investigations be carried out on the assault and attacks on journalists as well as media institutions, and the perpetrators be brought before the law.